Hi guys, here is a little video about the gear I usually use to do my drum covers. So first, here are my pedals. So the really well-known Axis longboards. I use pearl beaters with some weight in the middle of the beater. They're pretty far away from the bass drum, but normal stuff, not the George Goliath way. The tension of the spring is in, you cannot see it, but tension is in the middle or 60% max. The VDL is in the middle, and I use e-kit triggers. And recently I've put some tape on the hammer. Because I've seen it on internet, a guy was talking about that, and that solved some double triggering that he had, and that I also had. I also changed my GM2 Roland drum trigger, and the setting is slightly different from my usual stuff. As you can see, I only use one bass drum. It's because recently I have decided to use triggers and to add a microphone in the bass drum to have some more acoustic sound. Here is the microphone I usually use for the bass drum. It's a Shure stuff, Beta 91, and really great to have a really punchy sound. For the snare I use a Tama Star Classic Bobinga since many years now. I love it, and it's 14 by 8. You have a lot of low ends, even with high tension. And when I play rock or pop stuff with a really low snare head tension, it's fucking great. I use Evans for the HD dry, for the snare up top. Also I use Evans on bottom. For the drums I use Spawn drums, and recently I've added another tom. It's PDP stuff, really good stuff, and I use 10-inch tom, 12-inch, 14-inch tom, 16 for floor tom, and 18-inch for the other floor tom. Really low tension, nearly to the minimum, and this is the better way I think they sound for me. For the cymbals I use Helwin cymbals. Over the years I've changed a lot, but since 2 years now I've been using those cymbals. So I use 14-inch hi-hat, which is a Kanka series, 16-inch crash, this is Amat series, another 16-inch China, this is also a Kanka, 20-inch other China, this is a Sen, another 18-inch crash, Amat, another hi-hat which stay barely closed, this is another Amat. My ride is a 22-inch Kanka. I have another Sen China, this is 18-inch. And recently I've had another 18-inch crash. It's a Stag for the moment, because I've not saved enough money to buy another Helwin, and I think that in the future I will add another Helwin instead of this one, and probably in the middle of the toms, something like that or like that, I will add one China splash and one splash. For the heads, for toms I use G2 clear on top of every head, and I mainly use G1 for bottom. For the bass drum I use Evans EMED 2. For the mics I use a bunch of Shure mics. This is PG 56 mainly for the toms. For the 18-inch tom I use a PG 52 because the tension is so low it sounds more like a bass drum than a tom, but I love it. For the ride and the main hi-hat I use Shure SM57. They sound good for the cymbals. Here is another one right here for the ride and the second hi-hat. For the overheads I use two PG81 Shure, really simple mics but they sound great. For the snare I also use Shure SM57 on the top and another SM57 on bottom. Sometimes I add two other PG81 in the room to add some ambience, but this time I didn't take them. To film the videos I use 3 GoPros, and mainly I use 2 for the left and the right side, and for the feet generally I use Nikon V1 that I'm using to film the video. Now to record I use 2 Zoom R16 where I plug all my stuff. Mainly this is 2 snare, tom 1, 2, 3, 4, overhead left, right. Then you have the other bass tom. Then you have the trigger, you have the acoustic of the bass drum, and you have the ride and the other hi-hat. Everything is recorded on SD card, then I put all the stuff in the computer. I use Cubase, really basic stuff. When the audio is ready, I mix everything with the video into this program. It's called Magic Video Deluxe MX. Really simple stuff. I bought it something like 9 or 10 years ago. Still work, really great. Don't need to change. I've been using the Alesis DM5 since years, but recently I've moved to this Roland, the TM2. It's way smaller. You have 2 outputs and 2 input for the 2 bass drum, and it's way enough if you just use it for triggering the bass drum. And what is really interesting also is that you have a little SD port. You can put your own samples. It sounds way better. Here is my little mixer. So here you have the trigger. Here you have the input for that is coming from the computer, and here are headphones. I've been using Shure ear monitoring since a couple of years, but recently they broke up, so I don't have that much money. I told myself, okay, I just need to find something that is pretty cheap but that can do the job. So I found those Sennheiser CX150. The quality is not super good, but they isolate quite a lot from the drum kit, so it's enough for me to record. My hardware is really simple. I use a big Gibraltar rack. It's in 2 parts. For cymbal holders I use Yamaha stuff. I've been using them since the beginning of my drumming career. They are something like 10 years old. Over the years I've been using the 5A from Vic First, but recently I've moved to the 5A Extreme. They are a bit longer and they fit me way better, and I have way more power with them. Thanks for watching this little gear video, people. Hope you liked it. See you later.